Hello, this is Brenda Carey from Sacred Path Healing. Today is day 4 of our fall energy reset. We are talking fire element, specifically our digestive fire, which the yogis call Agni. And they have a very different view of digestion. I know in our Western culture, we tend to think of digestion as like food in, food out. Digestion has a much bigger perspective. So digestion also refers to the emotions we digest. It also has to do with how passionate, how fiery we are. And when we have good physical digestion, we are able to digest our emotions better. We are able to fire up and get the things done that we want to do. So our practice today is to medicinalize our water. Excuse me. So we're going to make this really simple. Please don't overthink it. So we go back to sipping warm to hot water, and you can stick with that if you would prefer. If you want to add a little digestive spice to it, I've included a list of spices that you can add to your water. If the list seems a little overwhelming, I would stick with either fennel or ginger. And like for me, I have whole fennel seeds, and I'll just put a small spoonful, like half a teaspoon, in my water, and I shake it up, and then I'll drink it. Yes, the seeds can get a little crunchy. Sometimes I will grind up the fennel as well. You can do that with other spices, such as cumin or coriander. For ginger, you can buy either the powdered ginger, add a little bit to your water to help sort of stimulate your digestive juices, or you can buy ginger root, slice it real thin, add it to your water, let it soak in there, and just let it steep. Some people also prefer teas, like tea bags. You can do that as well. And you can alternate between a medicinalized spiced water and just regular hot water. Sip it throughout the day. Part 2, again, totally optional. If you find that you struggle with digestion with meals, about 15 to 20 minutes before a meal, you can take a small amount of apple cider vinegar, and it needs to have the mother. It's like the cloudy stuff on the bottom. So this is raw and unfiltered organic apple cider vinegar. I got this at Costco. You can get it at most natural health food stores. This needs to be highly diluted. So think a small amount, half teaspoon to maybe a teaspoon for at least 8 to 10 ounces. I would say warm water. Doesn't need to be hot, or at least room temperature. Drink this before your meals, especially your biggest meal of the day, which is hopefully lunch. Now, here's the other component to digestion. We are meant to digest and rest. Just like we have a circadian rhythm of activity during the day and resting at night, our digestion is no different. So if you are an individual that snacks throughout the whole day, that means you are constantly firing your digestion, and it can burn out. So my suggestion is that you eat your meal, say breakfast, and then you wait, sipping your hot water or your spiced water. And then when you get to lunch, when you have the most digestive fire, that could be your biggest meal. If you want, do some heavily diluted apple cider vinegar before to help really get those digestive juices going. And then again, rest your digestion in the afternoon until dinner time. So this is kind of a choose your own adventure. You can use the spice water, you can use the highly diluted apple cider vinegar before meals, and you can sip the hot water throughout the day. I would not be doing the apple cider vinegar all throughout the day. That's a little intense. Just before meals, or maybe just before one meal. So that is Digestive Fire Day 4. And keep in mind, when your digestion is active and then also resting, you are creating a rhythm both mentally and emotionally to just fire up and feel great and have lots of energy. Thanks for joining me today. Tomorrow I will see you for our final day 5.